Hi guys and welcome to MotorBeam. Hero has just unveiled the production model of the Xtreme 200R, and this motorcycle, well, it sits between the commuter motorcycles at the 150cc segment and the upper performance 200cc motorcycles like the Apache 200 and the Pulsar 200 NS. Now what Hero thinks is that this motorcycle is for the youth, and although it doesn't have too much performance, it will give them the thrill. Power comes in from a 200cc engine, which is actually the one which is used on the Achiever. It has been reworked, displacement has been increased, and it produces 18.4 PS of power. The gearbox has been retained. It's still a 5-speed unit. Meanwhile, there are other changes on this motorcycle. As you can see, it does look kind of different, but still not the most attractive machine around. Let's get ahead and just see the motorcycle. So as you can see the engine now, the peak torque output of the engine is 17.1 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM, and Hero says that it goes from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. Actually, they don't mention the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour timing, which is kind of weird. They mention the 0 to 60 kilometer per hour timing, which is a claimed 4.6 seconds, which isn't really fast, but the top speed is rated at only 112 kilometers per hour. 112 kilometers per hour, that's some top speed which even I think 150cc motorcycles do. At least the Gixxer does more than that as per our VWOX test. And Hero also says that this has the biggest front forks of any Hero motorcycle, that is 37mm front forks. Meanwhile, it is also the first Hero bike to get a rear monoshock, which is a 7-step adjustable unit. However, the Impulse also had a monoshock, so it's not really the first Hero bike. Although Hero says it's the first Hero bike, I think they're talking about the first bike engineered by Hero themselves. Front brake is 276mm. It gets the option of a single channel ABS unit, and the front headlight, well, it will remind you of the Xtreme, and it doesn't get a split seat setup, although the rear seat, the pillion seat, has been raised. Let's come ahead and just see the tires on this. So the front is a 100 section, meanwhile at the rear you get a 130 section tire, and which Hero says is a radial, first time, and again is first time this a Hero bike has proper tires. That's what they actually mentioned in the press conference. Now this motorcycle has a ground clearance of 167mm and a seat height of 790mm. Meanwhile, the weight of this motorcycle is 146 kgs. As you can see, this is the monoshock suspension. Actually, you cannot see it from that angle. So plenty of changes on this bike. In fact, this is a big motorcycle for Hero because it has many firsts for this brand. So the rear disc is a 220mm disc, and this is a 130 section rear tire. The claimed fuel efficiency is almost 40 kilometers per liter, and this motorcycle is obviously underpinned by a diamond frame. The fuel tank is 12.4 liters. So what do I really think about this bike? Well, if you ask me, I think it's a great step up for Hero. Definitely will help people who already own 150cc Hero bikes or even the Splendor or Passion to upgrade, because right now someone who wants to buy a bigger Hero motorcycle just doesn't have any options. They have to opt for competitor brands. Meanwhile, this machine, the Xtreme 200R, R I think it stands for racing, or I don't know what really, the S was completely fine. You can see how beefy the tank looks thanks to the shrouds on either side. It has a tank guard, at least the one which has been showcased here. Let's just see the instrument cluster once. You can see the instrument cluster. It is a semi-digital unit, analog tachometer, which I really like, and a display which gets blue backlit. This is the switch gear on offer, and it also gets an engine kill switch. Can you see the engine kill switch? Well, learn something, Honda. This is for the fuel going into reserve. Nice design of the alloy wheels. Split grab rails. This is the tank that I was talking about. So what do I think about this motorcycle? I think, like I said, it's a great step up for Hero, definitely, because Hero has been making bikes in the commuter segment. This is the first step they have actually taken to make something sporty. And in the press conference, the head of the engineering and the product development actually told us that it is something which makes a lot of sense for them, because now for 2018 Hero wants to get into a new territory of making newer motorcycles, something for the youth, performance oriented, because right now we all know that Hero is mostly about splendor, passion, glamour, and obviously even their scooters. So this motorcycle definitely a step up and gives us a glimpse of what we can expect from them in the future. However, when you compare it to its competitors, you realize that it's a little bit too little and too late, because a 5-speed gearbox, the Pulsar has been offering a 6-speed since I think almost 6 years now, and the power figures, well, they are almost charisma levels, so nothing really revolutionary here. But from Hero's point of view it is, and we're looking forward to test this motorcycle, which we will do next month. And the pricing hasn't been revealed unfortunately, but Hero will price it under rupees 1 lakhs, and like I said, ABS is optional. It's a single channel ABS unit like the one seen on the Suzuki Gixxer SF, the Suzuki Intruder, the Pulsar NS 200, the Pulsar RS 200, and it should have got a rear disc ABS as well. That would have been really nice. That's it guys, this is my first impression about the Hero Xtreme 200R, and I hope you guys like it, and if you did, do make sure you give this video a thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the MotorBeam channel.